let's get to cut 18G, and I'm going to present this without any setup, without any comment. Roll it.
We immediately re-engaged with the Human Rights Council and have announced our intention to seek election to that body so that we can advance our most cherished democratic values around the globe. Of course, when we raise issues of equity and justice at the global scale, we have to approach them with humility. We have to acknowledge that we are an imperfect union and have been since the beginning. And every day we strive to make ourselves more perfect and more just. In a diverse country like ours, that means committing to do the work. It means learning and understanding more about each other. It means engaging trailblazing groups like yours to teach, to grow, to include, to improve. It means not forgetting our past or ignoring our present, but keeping both firmly in mind as we push for a better future. I tried to do this recently in the UN General Assembly when I spoke on the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. That day and commemoration was personal for me, so I told the UN some personal stories. I told them how my great-grandmother, Mary Thomas, born in 1865, was the child of a slave just 3 generations back from me. I grew up in the segregated South. I was bused to a segregated school. On weekends, the Klan burned crosses on lawns in our neighborhood. I shared these stories and others to acknowledge on the international stage that I have personally experienced one of America's greatest imperfections. I've seen for myself how the original sin of slavery weaved white supremacy into our founding documents and principles. But I also shared these stories to offer up an insight, a simple truth I've learned over the years. Racism is not the problem of the person who experiences it. Those of us who experience...
I'm going to throw something at the TV. Just go back about 15 seconds. Let's just, with that graphic, yeah, right? So play it right there one more time.
I've seen for myself how the original sin of slavery weaved white supremacy into our founding documents and principles.
Okay, stop it.
But I also...
You know, if you're Joe Biden and you put this person, this woman, Linda Thomas Greenfield, you know, sometimes you have to wonder when you hear things like that. Why do we need it? We don't need enemies to talk about. We don't need enemies to talk about us or talk. We could do it. We're doing it right here. We have people right here on the inside for that Joe, and this coming from somebody Joe Biden put in place, Mr. Segregationist, Mr. 1975 NPR that I've played for you. The idea of black and white, it upsets black. The whole idea of black pride and black beauty. That this is the president, somebody who's hanging out with segregationists, but it's weaved through our whole DNA of the country, according to the new UN ambassador. Isn't that nice?